Hi, Isa.
Hello.
Welcome to Real People, Real Careers.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I'm always looking for exciting people,
Okay.
and from AI to makeup artists to people actually in education.
hmm
And girl, when I met you at the gym in the sauna, and you told me you're an intimacy coach,
Yes,
I was like,
yes.
wow, I need to know her. I need to know
Yeah.
her story, and I need to know what is her career and what it looks like.
Wow. Okay. Well, it's interesting in the way that it looks.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm an intimacy coach. Essentially, I help people to communicate their true desires. Right? Most people have a really hard time expressing what they really want when it comes to intimacy. So the average person or couples that I come across, they've already become roommates. So they're raising the kids together, but there is no intimate connection. Or there's some kinks or things that they're desiring and they don't know how to express it. So I pretty much help translate their desires.
Wow.
Yeah, I love it.
That is a lot. So, Isa,
Yes.
tell me what who Isa is. Where did
Okay.
you grow up? What's your background? And what are different faces of yourself? And how did you become an intimacy coach?
Okay, well, I was born in Atlanta.
Nice.
Yeah, I was raised all over. I have somewhat of a military background. My dad was in the army. He's retired now. Uh, I say about 18, 19, I started dealing with some guys who owned a few swinger establishments. I was appalled by it was kind of like good candy that I couldn't get enough of because no one talked about it back then. And I'll say this is like 15, 16 years ago. I'm telling my age now. But I came across a lot of married people that have been married 15, 16, 17 years and been swinging for over 10 years of the relationship in phenomenal relationships, which made me want to lean in more because a lot of people cheat. But I want to know, why did they cheat? I started off in life coaching, but life coaching was like kind of dull for me. A lot of people that came for a life coach, they needed a therapist. Intimacy, kink, that's my specialty. And I realized a lot of people needed help into tapping into it. A lot of people have kinks and they don't even know that they have kinks. So because you don't know you have the kink, you don't even know how to express the desire. So this is what the relationship, it turns into a
So you box
stalemate.
yourself in.
You box yourself in, or you just give up in thinking that this is your sexual life. And that's not the key. I wanted people to know you can reach your pivotal point when it comes to any form of intimacy without judgment or shame.
Mm.
That's my biggest
And then
thing.
you can recreate it.
You have to recreate it, but you recreate it together. And I specialize whether it's traditional or non-traditional because I've worked with polyamorous, polygamous, open marriages. I tell people you have to do what fits for you. Okay, what worked for Jim and John won't work for Samantha and Timothy. You have to find out what works for you.
Like how we go to the gym, and some people are running, some people are weightlifting, some people are in Pilates, some women are
Some
doing
people are
Pilates.
pole dancing.
Yes,
You
one
know,
pole.
right, but it's like it's a lot of women. Like we should do that too sometimes. It's so
Okay.
much fun, right? Because when you go to these classes, none of the women look like dancers. These are lawyers, these are nurses, these are doctors, these are women that just want to find fun ways to be fit and tap into their sexuality,
And femininity.
and femininity.
And I think with all this masculine energy in this world and all this like, going out and earning and putting bread on the table and also I think women are losing a little bit of femininity around themselves.
I feel like especially if you're single, you're losing a great deal of it, especially if
Okay.
you're single and you're raising young men, right?
Ah, if you're a mother of
Yes,
boys, yes. If
yes.
you're a boy mom.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of boy mom feel like they have to play the role of a man and a woman.
Ah,
So you pick up all that alpha energy when you really, that's not our role. That's not our role.
What
We're
is our
not
role?
men. Our role is to love and protect. We have brothers, uncles. You bring those men in to show your son how to be a man. But like you're to stay into, we all have a bit of alpha
Absolutely.
and feminine. We all have
We
it,
all have
men
it.
and women.
Yeah.
But it's imperative for us women to stay in our softness. But the more responsibilities you have, say you don't have anyone helping you
Yes,
and you're doing
absolutely.
everything yourself, that's hard.
That is very hard. Yeah.
The balance is hard.
So tell me, how does your, a typical coaching day looks like? And otherwise, how's your day look like? I mean, from looking at you, you're absolutely fit. And I've seen you at the gym all, most of
Thank
the
you.
time, working out. I'm like, she's a beast of a woman.
I do love the gym. I'm in there. So a typical day for me starts off with me dropping my daughter off. I do have a nanny, so she helps if I have like clients earlier on in the day. But typically, I'll drop her off. I'll go straight to the gym. After the gym is usually when I take clients. So I'll usually, whether I'm doing onboarding with clients that have come on or I'm having consultations with people that are considering or I'm considering taking as a client. Um, I'm also doing another like class session where we're pretty much, I'll probably be rolling out within the next 2 months where I'm breaking down kinks and BDSM and how to, it's kind of like a how to book for,
If you have
like
those
kinks, like,
desires.
like 101, like, for dummies type of thing.
Okay.
So it's kind of, kink book for dummies. So you can learn how to tap into it if you're into those things. But a lot of people are into those things and they don't know it. I just had a client 2 days ago. I was talking to them. We were having a Zoom and she was telling me something that she liked. And she's always saying, I'm not a kinky person. And I was like, oh, that's a kink. And I was like, that's actually one of the most popular kinks. It's like in the top 10. And she was floored because she's very religious. So yes, I work out, I have my consultations, I'll see a few clients, and then I'll probably frolic, work on other projects, but everything is some form of intimacy. I'm coming out with a furniture line,
Nice.
but the furniture is all sexual.
For
So
intimacy.
yes, for intimacy. So it'll be pieces that are sitting around that you don't know can be used for multiple resources. Yeah,
Purposes. Okay.
purposes.
That's very interesting.
I think so. I love it.
What are some typical things which you believe a lot of clients are dealing with these days?
Uh, Lack of initiation.
Hmm.
I come across a lot of men, surprisingly women too, but way more men
Wow,
that
I'm
say,
surprised.
yeah, because a lot of men, this is the thing. The men are like, if I don't initiate it, it doesn't happen.
Hmm.
So a lot of men get to thinking, and you have to think to yourself, if you're my lover and I haven't hit on you or like told you you look sexy or like spanked you in the kitchen, just get a little tap, a little booty tap, something
Yeah.
like that.
Or
Kiss you on
made
your
you woman,
neck,
like make you feel beautiful.
soft, yeah, it's
Soft. Yes.
seen,
Yes.
right?
Seen.
You start thinking, is there someone else, do they not find me attractive anymore?
Hmm.
And a lot of men are like, because even though they're married, wives still turn down husbands, husbands still turn down wives. But if you usually come onto your wife and she's like, I don't feel like it, or I have a headache, men shut down and then they
Immediately.
wait. Yeah, it's big knee jerk because
Yeah,
it's like,
absolutely. Yeah.
I thought you won me. So it's like, okay, well, I don't, rather I'm married in a relationship, people forget just because you're married doesn't mean you don't get rejected.
Absolutely. You can be rejected every
You
day.
can definitely get rejected. So that hurts.
Absolutely.
So a lot of people, men and women, you shut down if someone that you're giving yourself to is not coming on you, is not initiating. And I'm not saying, a lot of them are not saying initiating a full on session. It's just initiating some form of
Tenderness.
closeness.
Some
Yes.
tenderness, some attention, some just like some care, some
That's why
touch.
so many people
Even
have
eye
workbooks.
contact. I don't think couples, they're doing a lot of eye contact these days. They see each other, but You have to look into each other's eyes to really connect, and that's how you start feeling those emotions. And the whole day would pass by, and couples would not even see each other like deeply.
We realized how bad that was with COVID.
Yes.
Because a lot of people have work wives and work husbands. So who they're getting this attention from.
And so they would come home and they're not giving their attention to their wives.
No, because they
or their
already gave it
husbands.
to the work wife or the work husband, or she, whoever the work wife is, she's already stroked his ego for the day. So by the time he gets home, he can take a shower, he can have a stogie, he can have a neat glass of Macallan. He's good to go, She's taking care of the kids. He doesn't want to be bothered, And
He
if
wants
he
his
does,
space.
it's kind of like a wham bam, and nobody
And a
wants
lot of
that.
time when women come will initiate, and he'll be like, I'm busy, I'm tired, I need my space, I wanna, I have too much work to do, because majority of the cases men are most breadwinners in families.
And that really does something to the woman.
Mm.
That really does something, especially if you have kids. Because it's like, okay,
what
well,
happens to women?
I had your kids.
What do you think? What happens to women? And I'm sure you're working with lots of women who are going through that too.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be honest. I do come across a lot of women that lost it too much of themselves when they had the kid. And because they're lost their self and giving full capacity and being the mother that they feel like they should, they kind of let the relationship go on the wayside. So with it going on the wayside, the husband no longer felt like he can get that love or attention. So they get it elsewhere. You also have women that sometimes when they had kids, it was so much pressure that they let things go, like getting their blowouts every couple of weeks, staying fit. I think it's important to tap into
your femininity.
Yeah, you have to, but you
or
also
self-care.
have to find out what still ticks your lover. Like, do you still like when I wear realistic? Do you still like the pumps? Are you liking something new? It's because you never want to think, oh, this is their thing and this is always going to be their thing.
Yeah.
People change, desires change. But unfortunately, a lot of people think everyone is being, initiated. Everyone's just jumping on. But a lot of people are dealing with a lack of initiation. And because they they deal with the lack of initiation, they don't feel desired or wanted. So they'll go elsewhere. Or they'll just turn into a hermit and go within and stop trying to come onto their lover. Mm. So before you know it, you look up and it's been 3 months and you guys haven't touched each other. Mm. That's not right.
Would you give some tips for women, so how they can enhance their femininity, their self-love, their, being, feeling beautiful?
Mm-hmm. I love to.
Feeling sexual.
I love to. Okay, let's start here. Retail therapy. Okay, let's start here. I know it sounds crazy. I hear me out. Hear me out. You're not going for a bag. You're
Absolutely.
not
going for Gucci.
You're not going for stuff like that. You're going for the most simplest things that make you feel amazing. So you're going to start off at somewhere like Bed Bath & Beyond. You're going to find you a few smells that aren't like loud. You find stuff that make you feel
sensual,
very sensual. We're focused on only things that make. So we want to find a body spray that makes you feel this way. We want to find a body butter that makes us feel this way. We want to find a candle that makes us feel this way, that gives us that aroma. Because when we get home, after we leave Bed Bath & Beyond, we have a few stops. We're going to go somewhere. It doesn't have to be Victoria's Secret. You just need to go somewhere where you can find some light lounge wear, because you want to find something that you feel sexy and comfortable in.
Absolutely.
The key is to not be uncomfortable. You are not doing this for your significant other. You're doing this for
yourself.
Yes. So you find something that feels really good to your skin. Something
sexy
that's comfortable
and
something sexy. Right. You're going to go back. You're going to go to a store. You're going to get you like some orange pills. It's a few things that you can put.
Orange
it depends
pills?
on, yes, put orange pills in your, orange pills, rose water.
Oh, in your bath.
Yes, in your bath. Cinnamon, If you have like, it's a few essential oils. I use like a dab of lavender or two in the water. You want to create a phenomenal, nice soak. You want to have that candle or two out. You want to turn down the lights. You don't want to have loud lights on. You want to have some kind of soothing music that doesn't have lyrics. The key, because you don't want music to set your vibration. You want to create your vibration because we're creating softness. So play something that just gives a soft, light energy.
Okay.
It's for you to handle this energy. When you soak in that tub,
with all your retail therapy,
with all the things you have, make sure you have your loungewear out. You know, you have your body butter, you have your spray, you have your oil, you have your candles going, the lights are off. You are romanticizing yourself. This taps back into your feminine. You know, if you have on a wig, take it off. Okay, because we want to rub here. We want to start from here. We want to start right here. And you want to work all the way down. You want to do this slowly and you want to do this intentionally. Okay. You want to think of whoever it is that drives you amazingly crazy. Think that these are their hands. These are their hands. And you are caressing and loving on every inch of your body. And while you're doing this, remind yourself how amazing you are.
How amazing you are.
You have to remind, but you have to pour that. But God, my skin is so soft. My skin is so beautiful. I smell so good. My lips are so full. My hair is so beautiful. Just this is bringing in your feminine energy because we're out here being business women and writing checks and giving lessons. You have to pour that love back into yourself. So you want to be like, oh, the lips, my bosoms are just love on every part of your body. Take time. You should be in that water until it gets cool. There should be no rush. That's you pouring back into yourself. When you get out of that tub, take your time. Oil your body down. Put on your soft, nice, sexy. Get in the mirror. Turn on some music. Start self-loving. So I sit in the mirror often. I tell myself what I like to hear. And I often will hear people say it to me. But I've already said it to myself. So I'm only attracting what I already know I am.
So you're manifesting in front of the mirror.
Manifesting in front of the mirror. But I already did it in the tub because in the tub, all you're doing is loving the fact that you are feminine.
So you're coming out with so much beautiful energy and love that your cup is filled by your own self.
Exactly. Now it's running over, actually. So people around you can catch your run over.
And then they catch your partner, your husband, your children, your wife, whoever's around. You know, you will catch that overflow of love.
And femininity.
Yes.
Because that's the key. Yeah. We all get thrown out of it. It's life.
Absolutely.
Life does that. But we have to learn how to tap back into it.
Yeah.
It makes you feel good, you know? If you have a favorite lipstick, put that lipstick on. I don't care if it's red, purple, blue. Put the lipstick on.
And the movie's made then eventually if it's a nighttime, then snuggle back into a deep, nice sleep. Maybe drink a chamomile tea or something like that, so that when you drift into this beautiful sleep of manifestation again.
Yes, in high vibration.
High vibration.
Yeah,
girl.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that now. Yes. I'm gonna text you.
It works. It works. So we can talk about it at the gym the next day.
I always think I see this beautiful tub in my bathroom. I'm like, oh my God, I have to put bells to sleep. I have to do this, I have to do that. I never get to use it. And now?
Yes.
I'll text you.
Good. Matter of fact, when you run it and you put all your stuff in, take a picture first.
All right.
Guess what I'm about to do? And I'm like, yes, I'll do all things for you. It's like, yes, she's getting ready to do it.
So why do you think people cheat?
Some people cheat because it's easier than to communicate their desires. Some people cheat because of the novelty of something new. Others cheat because they have certain kinks and desires that they can't see. They can't see them doing this to their wife or their husband because their partner has been put up here. You know, you'd be surprised how many people love being degraded.
Well,
but don't want their wife or husband to do it. But they loved it. And More powerful men love degradation. Let's put that out there, okay? I've coached a lot of CEOs that love to be degraded. Okay. So yes, that's it. You have to. So if you're afraid to tell that or ask that, or if I married you and I already put you in this box, I married you knowing that when I have these itches, I'm gonna go over here and get it. You know, some people love the unknown. It's something about going out and realizing,
Fresh
oh, I
energy,
still have it.
newness,
Yeah,
excitement, honeymoon period.
she still. I walk in a store and they still look at me. I still, and because you get that, it's like, oh, I'm gonna take her. And some people are just greedy. Some people are thoroughly just greedy.
And just greedy.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's no one answer to that because people cheat for so many reasons. But the top reasons I've seen people cheat is because they have desires that they're afraid to speak of. Um, they enjoy the novelty. They love the newness. And the power play.
And what if the newness becomes old then?
They move on to something else new.
Oh wow.
It's the power play. Unless the person
power
that they're
play.
yeah, the power play is a
the
beautiful
control.
thing. That's very and that's addictive in itself. Not the person, not having the person, the power of knowing that you can. And still having a beautiful home waiting for you when you're done doing whatever you do.
Interesting. So tell me, how can women enhance their feminine energy?
Focusing on themselves more. Most women have lost themselves. And think about it like this. Think about how many women you meet, and like the first thing you'll say, "Oh, how are you? What's going on?" It's like a lot of women lead with the fact that they're a mom or a wife, as opposed to
or a title or a designation
some
of
kind
their
of
job.
title, right?
I'm a lawyer. I'm a doctor. I'm a nurse.
Not you though. That's just something that you do. You know what I mean?
That's not you. That's part of you.
That's part of you, but it's not you. You know, if you're tapping into the softness of you and it doesn't matter what you do. If you run a business, if you work for someone, if you're a stay-at-home mom and you take care of the household, you take care of the kids, it doesn't matter. You have to make sure that you are loving and spoiling and being kind to yourself. A lot of us are hard on ourselves.
That is for sure.
It's hard to be feminine if you're hard on yourself. Because all you're thinking is like, oh, I didn't do this. Oh, I should do this. Oh, it's like, it's taking away your softness.
Or if you're trying to fit in so many different roles, then you kind of lose yourself within those roles and you forget about who you are. And number one, you're a woman.
You are. And you're a woman. We all have to be loved differently. You have to find out, how do I desire to feel love? And you have to give it to yourself. You have to give it to yourself. No matter what you date, no matter who you date, man, woman, them, they, her, it doesn't matter. You have to show a person how you need to be loved. If you don't show me, I don't know. You're putting the pressure on me to figure it out. But if you are a living example, so if I see that every Wednesday you run long, hot bubble baths and you're in there for a few hours with orange peels and
rose petal.
Yeah, I'm going to start getting the clue. If I see that you really have a thing for tulips, I'm going to get you tulips once a week. It's like you have to do it for yourself
first.
Yes, and then if
to teach others,
you have to teach them because we're paying attention. If the person loves you, if the person cares, they are making note. If you're not showing me how you need to be loved because you do it yourself, then what do I know to do it? But it's also telling me that you love yourself enough not to wait for me to do it for you. And that's powerful.
That is powerful.
Yeah. Don't wait for someone. Love yourself first. If they love you, they'll follow suit.
And as you said, when you have a daughter and you tell her, mommy comes first, and then I'm going to take care of you.
Yes, and then I
So
take
she's
care of
learning
you.
that when she'll be a mom, she's going to say, Mommy comes first, and then I'm going to take care of you.
Yeah, the best way to think about it too is when we're on the plane, what do they say?
Yes. Put your mask first, and then put your mask on your baby if you have a baby, or if you have a
You
younger
pass
child.
out, you're no good.
Exactly.
So yeah,
Happy mothers make happy children,
they
happy
do.
houses.
They do.
What advice would you like to give to your younger self
Mm-hmm.
and to the younger women who are out there?
For my younger self, such a great question. For my younger self, I would say don't be afraid to hold back. No,
Holds back?
yeah, hold back. Yeah, because earlier when I was younger, because when I was married, I definitely had a husband that wanted me to stay in a box, and I really wanted to make him happy, But once again, going back to putting yourself first, don't hold back. I would tell the younger self, don't hold back, and I would tell the women out there, for you too, don't hold back. It's nothing wrong with you, and it's nothing wrong with what you desire, and you're never too much.
Never too much.
You're never too much. And what you desire is never too much.
And what would be your advice to the younger generation?
Always be true to yourself.
Always be true to yourself.
Always be true to yourself. Don't be afraid to show who you are. Allow yourself to be vulnerable, because that will bring your tribe to you. Don't force yourself into anything. Allow your tribe to come to you. And if you are true to yourself, your tribe will come.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
So both T's, right? Tribe and true to yourself.
Yes.
I like that.
Very much.
If you're true to yourself, your tribe will come to you.
It will.
Wow. That's deep.
Yeah.
And profound.
Thank you.
I've taken it to my heart.
I was like, that is right. You did it. The 2 T's.
Before you leave this earth,
okay,
what would you like to achieve, and what legacy or what you want to leave behind?
Before I leave this earth, I like to achieve removing this kink shame that's on any form, fashion of religion. Because I come from a very religious background, and religion has put a lot of people I love and I know in these really tight places, and they're big butterflies. So before I leave this earth, I like to help a lot of people get rid of this whole kink shame. I like it to be free. I like us to love freely and without shame and judgment. We're going to make the uncomfortable conversations extremely comfortable and fun to have.
And I think after COVID, that's happening. There's so much uncomfortable conversations
thrown in your face,
being thrown all over Instagram these
days. Exactly. So we have to, let's put that away. Let's throw the king shame in the trash. Let's be true to ourselves.
Let's be true to ourselves. Yeah. And then your tribe's going to come.
And your tribe will come.
Thank you so much, Isa, for coming to my show.
Thank you for having me.
I'm excited for you and for your work and for your business. And I'm sure you're probably changing so many lives, and you're helping people grow, because intimacy is a very important part of a person.
Yeah, absolutely.
And when you are, and it doesn't mean to be intimacy with two people, intimacy also brings love for your own self.
It does.
And you actually, and I think if world would feel that love issue, people would be happier. People are wounded deers everywhere.
Yeah.
Because they don't feel enough love. First from themselves.
Right.
And also in the relationship sometimes.
I agree with you. And I appreciate you for having me and what you're doing, because you're giving a platform to show people that you never know who's doing what, but it's a lot of people out there that really just want to help. I truly just want to help the community. I want us to love more.
And that's where my platform is. I'm helping women to showcase their work, their business, so they can grow and they can actually help so many other people around. At the same time, make their livelihood, because livelihoods is half of your life.
Yeah, you're doing awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.